6, what up? Blue Cross Blue Shield performance stage. I don't even know if he's gone to bed yet. Lollapalooza crushed it last night. Flume, what is up, man? Welcome back to Chicago.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, for off the microphone later on, he hasn't gone to bed yet. He was out last night. We'll talk about that later, I think.
No, let's talk about it right now.
No, that's for later.
Oh, wait, I'm seeing the girls sneak away right now. All right, bye, ladies.
He may have been out for a little bit last night. For a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Maybe.
Well,
just a little bit.
Maybe,
I mean, come on. If you're in Chicago, you have to go out after a killer performance at Lollapalooza. How was it being on stage here in Chicago with all those fans?
Oh, it was mental. Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. Yesterday's performance was probably the biggest show I've ever done in my life.
That's awesome.
I couldn't see the end, and yes, we partied.
Wait,
Yeah.
why
We
couldn't you
partied.
see the end? Because there were 80,000 people there for your set? I mean, dude, that's insane. They're saying it may have been the biggest draw of the entire
No,
Lollapalooza festival.
They are saying it was the biggest draw. You had the biggest draw. Out of all the artists that were there, you had the most people come see you perform.
It's nuts. I know, right?
Right?
It's it's absolutely crazy for me.
And
Right now.
and I know you probably saw it behind the stage, but Rich, can we pull up the pic right over here really quick so you can see it live right over here?
We're going to brag for you, buddy. We're going to brag for you. How dope
We're
this
gonna make it
was.
look look at
Dude,
that.
Look at that. That's a sea of people.
And we were right here.
Yeah, you see us?
See
There
the
we are.
two dudes right there
Yeah,
jumping up and down?
we're
That's
good.
us.
That's
Yeah.
the good spot.
That
Yeah,
is the
right?
good spot.
Yeah,
Like, look at that. Look at all these people.
That's like half of it.
Yeah, it is. Well, we only have, the picture
we,
was...
we had a weird angle. I don't
We
know.
had the panoramic photo.
But do you get nervous, like if you're performing, whether in front of like 20 people or 80,000?
It was a little more nerve-wracking because we had for the first time we had Vic Mensa come out. We've
Chicago's very own, right?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
his very own. Yeah, we've
Cool.
never played that song out in front of so many people before, or we've never played it together.
Yeah.
So we did like a little rehearsal in the green room beforehand,
right.
and I was like, oh god, is this gonna go well? Like, are we gonna do this?
Mm-hmm.
And he nailed it. So yeah,
Sweet.
it was an epic performance.
That's really cool.
It's safe to say that is Chicago your favorite city in the world? I mean, you had the biggest show ever. They're saying you were the headliner, had the most people at Lollapalooza. I think Chicago's been pretty good to you, huh?
You know what's been good? The weather's been good.
And the weather's been
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Weather's
We
been
lucked
great.
out. We
Right.
lucked
The
out.
weather's been amazing. Now, let's talk about after the show, when you're done, Lollapalooza, 80,000. When you're on stage, that you said you're a little nervous and stuff like that, but your first reaction when you walk off the stage, I don't know if your tour manager, if your manager is right there, like what's the first thing that you said to someone after performing in front of a crowd like that?
Holy.
Yeah!
Yes, and we don't need to beep that out either because we're doing it off the air.
Because that was live and that was
Yes.
but I mean that's the way it is though, right? I mean that's probably
Yeah.
your first reaction.
No, that's literally what I said.
Goosebumps probably going crazy on your
Yeah,
arms.
it was absolutely nuts. Yeah, hugs all around. No, it was huge, and I'm just so stoked that so many people actually care about the music. You
Yeah.
know,
Hey,
it's
let's
really
take
cool.
that emotion versus maybe the first time you heard one of your tracks on the radio. Where does that rank in the life of Flume? You know what I'm saying? Like the first time you heard your song on the radio, wherever it was, whether it was back home, whether it was in America, wherever it
Yeah,
was, explain that feeling to us.
Well, the first time I heard my music on the radio was it was just like the local radio station. It was back at home in Sydney.
Which is cool.
FBI Radio.
Yeah,
Big up
FBI,
FBI
what's
Radio.
up?
Yeah.
It's our favorite Australian station is FBI. just for the record.
Yeah, man, it's absolutely insane because no, it's amazing. It's the Never Be Like You just went platinum in the States,
Yeah,
which
right.
is totally nuts. Again,
Well, it's like you're checking off these boxes. Every
Yeah,
artist
yeah.
wants to have like their song on the radio. You had that, and then they want to have this and this, and then they want to have
Yeah.
that, and you've had all these things. It's so
yeah.
cool, man.
What's next?
What's next?
Well, it
Right.
went it went number 1 already in Australia.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? And now hopefully number 1 here in the States.
Hopefully.
You're on your way, bro.
Yeah.
First of all, B96 is playing the hell out of this song.
Yeah,
I mean,
thanks
this
for the
song-
support. I
Yeah, no
appreciate
problem.
it.
And you had 80,000 people last night that wanted to be number
Right.
1 as well.
Right.
That's it.
But you got
Fingers
the
crossed.
fingers crossed. You got the new album out. Was there any nerves before the album is released? How other DJs or how people would see the album?
Yeah, absolutely. I spend so much time on it and put so much energy into it, so it's always a little nerve-wracking to know how it's gonna,
Yeah, right.
how it's gonna go, and it's gone a lot better than I expected.
Were
that's
you
for sure.
were you more
a
nervous?
lot better.
Yeah,
so much
you
better.
think? Were you
It's
more-
a big relief.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
relief. Were you more nervous for the release of the album or being interviewed by the legendary Stylz and Roman here on B96? Were you?
Oh, well, you know what? This is why we actually came here to Chicago.
Was it?
You know,
Not-
we
not
came for this.
Lollapalooza,
Well, that
not
was
Lollapalooza.
second.
Right.
It just kind of tied in.
Yeah,
you know?
it was convenient.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay, so the single right now is rocking on B96. Never Be Like You. The next single I'm hearing it might even be better. You got Tovlo on the single,
Yeah, we got Tovlo on the single.
dude.
Yeah, she slays it. She's
Yeah.
so talented.
Awesome, bro. So yeah, one of those things where it's like we don't want to stop playing the first single right now, but the new one apparently is so good. We're gonna have to add that one as well pretty soon. So you're gonna have back-to-back hits on B96. Pretty cool, man.
Oh,
pretty
thank
cool.
you.
And,
Thanks
and
for
you know what?
playing
I took this screenshot on my phone because I really wanted you to see this. You know, Lollapalooza, the doors open up hella early. And what time did you go on last night? Do you remember?
We went on at, I think it was 6:30.
6:30. All right. So doors usually open around Lollapalooza at 11. All right. So girls were tweeting yesterday. This was at 11:10. I'll let you just look at that. That's people already lined up in front of stage to see you.
Oh, wow.
Not the other artists that are going to be on the stage before you, to see you at 11 a.m. So whoever was on before you, those girls all had to wait and watch their shows before you jumped up on stage.
Think about it. They are missing 7 hours of performances because they want to be front and center
just to
Flume.
see you.
They're going to have to hold, they can't go to the toilet. They're going to have to stay
They
there.
gotta hold
Yeah.
it,
They're
right?
going to hold it.
Yeah, you
What's
don't know
that, 10
Chicago
hours or
girls.
something?
They just go, man. They just go.
And look at this girl's already shaking. Like she looks like she already has to use the washroom already. But I mean, that's just so cool. That's got to make you feel so appreciated coming from Australia and coming here to the States and seeing people lined up 7 hours before you even hit the stage just to be front row.
Oh, it's insane. Like, I mean, the support that's coming from America right now is huge. So it's it's a really special time right now.
Now, can we talk about the after party?
Later. We're
No,
gonna
we're not-
No,
push
we
it
we're
out.
didn't need to
talk-
talk about that afterwards.
Yeah. So you've already done so many cool things, man. Any more like dream collaborations? What are some more your like immediate future goals since you've checked off so many boxes already?
Just keep doing music and try not to get, like it's crazy doing touring. It's easy to just do the shows, and I want to keep doing music. I hear Gorillaz have a new record coming out. Gorillaz.
Yeah.
Damon Albarn. Love to collaborate with him.
Really? Good.
Yeah,
Good.
that'd be cool.
That'd be awesome, man.
We got to keep it, for like the producers out there. Our DJ here on our show, Flipside, DJ Flipside, does Flipside at 5. He says, and he's a producer as well, he says that a lot of producers out there, or DJs, are trying to bite some of your beats and your different sounds because they're so like, everybody thinks they're so badass. Does that compliment you, or are you more upset if people are stealing your stuff? How do you feel about that?
I think it's kind of flattering. Like, if someone actually wants to rip it off, or copy it. That's what happens. It's kind of annoying on one hand, but on the other hand, it's nice.
I think he was saying also that you're
It means I have to keep trying to like step it up.
Of course.
I can't just step.
Well, you're
think
stepping the game to all
I
the other
think it was
producers
more of a
too.
compliment too, more like you're so influential that you're so ahead of the
thank
curve
you.
where people are like trying to like follow that lane because you are ahead of music so much. It was more, I think, definitely more of like a compliment, more like you're
absolutely.
so influential musically where it's like other guys are just trying to keep up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad you think that.
And Flipside's right over there, by the way.
Yeah.
He's the Filipino guy.
What's
over there.
up?
Mohawk. Yeah.
And now you're gonna go to I think you got Seattle in the next couple of days. Is that where you're going?
Yeah. We're off to Seattle tomorrow.
For the record, the Cubs just beat the Seattle Mariners last night. We killed them. So just when you go back there, just realize Chicago, we
wear
won.
your
All
Cubs
right,
jersey.
Yeah,
Wear
wear
your Cubs
Cubs
jersey. But I mean, now how are you gonna feel when you go to do the Seattle show? I'm sure you got 3 sold out shows. I think I saw online.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna like coming from 80,000? You know what I mean? Like, is there gonna be something in your head? You're gonna be like, oh man, only 12,000. What?
It's all downhill
what's
from
wrong?
here.
Yeah, right?
It's all
downhill.
downhill from Chicago, bro.
What the hell are we
Yeah.
gonna do now?
I might
Seattle, where you
let's
at?
just cancel the tour. I'm just gonna go home.
And before we did our interview, you actually wanted to get coffee. Seattle's known for their coffee. I mean, they're the inventors of Starbucks, so they brought us coffee, and good coffee. So when you're out there, make sure you and your crew.
We will. I've already had 3 today.
You've had
Nice.
3 days.
Yeah.
See, they beat us in coffee, but
Hey,
we beat them.
When you perform in front of 80,000 people at Lollapalooza, you don't go to bed.
Right.
Like you're just up all
No,
night. Come
man.
hang out with us, and it's all good. Have you had our Chicago pizza yet?
We're gonna do that today.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
you
that's
have
the
to
plan.
do
What's
that.
the spot where are we going?
Do Lumonati's or Giordano's?
Giordano's,
I would say
Lumonati's.
Lumonati's if you want like the real best
That's like the deep dish, right?
deep dish.
Little
Yeah.
Malnati's.
And you definitely want to have it today as opposed to like before you were going on stage because it's so heavy, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want
yeah.
to perform with
Yeah.
that in your stomach.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Get the pizza. Try to go to Portillo's. Get a Chicago-style hot dog or beef, and you'll be like, Seattle, what?
Exactly.
Like you'll be like, why am I even here? What are they?
And
Forget
then-
coffee.
And then have coffee over there, man. Well, Flume, for real, the record is blowing up. We cannot wait to play the new one featuring Tovlo. You killed it last night.
80,000 people.
Thank you for hanging out with Stylz and Roman and B96.
Hey,
Best of luck,
thanks for
bro.
having me, man.
Yeah, of course, man.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.